I grew up in Memphis. I was basically a beer drinker. And then one day, a wonderful friend, Milton Picard, who was in his late 70s, decided that he either had to sell his wine collection or find a drinking buddy. So he tapped me on the shoulder, turned me on to these remarkable first growth Bordeaux and great California wines. I mean, from the 30s, 40s, and 50s, some of them even with $2 price tags still on the label. But I fell in love with wine. I became an absolute grape nut, and that's what I am today. So when I first discovered Blue Rock in 1987, I just absolutely fell in love with this property. I mean, it was just amazing in that it was a complete wreck, but had the bones of the 1880s house, the garden, the winery. It was the kind of project that I knew was going to take me a lifetime, but was going to be worth it. In the 1880s, Italian immigrants were attracted to this area because of Italian-Swiss colony. A lot of the families who are still here today, like the Sagatios and the Parduccis, all moved in right around 1880 so they could be part of the whole Italian-Swiss colony wine experience. They brought a knowledge and love for viticulture. They brought vine cuttings, and they were the original people who started the winery and the house and the gardens here.
It's a great property, very unique soils, shallow in a lot of cases. Some of these, the Blue Rock lenses, some of the serpentine lenses, pose a little bit of a challenge, but makes for some really stellar wines.
This is why we call the vineyard Blue Rock, and it really defines what we're all about. It makes this vineyard very unique. In the aromas, we're getting blueberries, we're getting exotic things like rose petal, and these are aromas and flavors that you normally don't get out of a New World vineyard.
It's the people and the passion of the person that have to come into play, and the commitment to making great wines from estate properties. Because when you're dealing with an estate, you've got a limited resource. So it's not just a matter of buying a property, throwing money at it and hoping it's going to work. The personality of the person really has to shine through on the property and in the wine as well.
It's so wonderful to grow something like growing grapes in a vineyard and then harvesting those grapes, making the wine, aging the wine for 2 years and then another year in barrel, and then having people taste it and tell you that they like it. I can't think of anything more wonderful or anything more fulfilling that I'd want to do.